Hello and welcome to another edition of Engineering and You. Engineering and You is a platform where we want young people to learn. The best of science, technology, engineering and mathematics is learned on this platform. The program is sponsored by Prince Engineer Yemisi Shillon, FNSC, and is supported by the Nigerian Society of Engineers Abeokuta branch. All right, we started a competition for some weeks now, and today we are going to be going another phase of the competition, and the schools are here with me. They are not on set, but they are here with me. And the judges are ready to pass the judgment on which school is going to scale through to the next level. But before then, we'd like to take this very short break. When we return, the schools that will be competing will be joining me on set. I will set the ball rolling. Don't go anywhere. Good to have you back. The program is still Engineering and You, sponsored by Prince Engineer Yemisi Shillon, FNSC. Now, I told you that my people are going to be joining with me on set. The schools are here already. I have them on set with me. But before then, I have no say in this matter. The judges are here. So I'd like to introduce to you my judges for today. So over to the judges.
Yes, it's another opportunity to explore the minds of these intellectuals. I am Engineer Olushina Bamidele Agbaji, MNSC. Thanks for having me on the show today.
Well, thank you. Welcome to another episode of Engineering and You debate competition. My name is Engineer Dr. Adepole Musa, Fellow of Nigeria Society of Engineers. Thank you.
My name is Engineer Pablo Ushola, member of the Nigerian Agriculture.
All right, and I have as my timekeeper, accurate one at that, Miriam Adefewa. Thank you, Miriam. So, we have to set the ball rolling. The schools that are competing are Alta Total Academy and St. Peter's College, Olomore. And the topic they are going to discuss, a very interesting topic, is should Nigeria implement a nationwide digital currency? Should they? Should they not? I don't know. But they will tell us and try to convince us either way to go. So to my left is Alta Total Academy, and they will be arguing for the topic. And to my right is St. Peter College, Olomore. They will be arguing against the topic. What is the topic? The topic is, should Nigeria implement a nationwide digital currency? I'll leave you with them to try and convince us if they should or they should not. So we'll take this very short break. I'll be out of set and allow them to do what they know how to do best. Don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria is at the very edge of a financial revolution. In today's fast-changing interconnected world, the question is no longer whether Nigerians should adopt a digital currency, but whether we can afford not to. Imagine a system where payment is instant, cost is reduced, corruption is curtailed, and millions of exceeded Nigerians are brought into the financial system. Oh, pardon my manners. I'd like to give great recognition and commendation to Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, and ever-attentive audience. I, Akeshola Taslima, confidently rise today to strongly support the motion which states, should Nigeria implement a nationwide digital currency? I'll start by defining what a digital currency is. It's a type of money or asset that exists only in digital or electronic form. To begin with, financial inclusion is a major challenge in our country. The World Bank reports that nearly 40% of Nigerians are excluded from the formal banking system, yet over 120 million Nigerians use mobile phones. A nationwide digital currency would leverage this widespread mobile penetration and provide a secure, affordable, and accessible financial service to the unbanked population. They'll be able to save, transfer, and receive money without relying on physical banks. The success of Kenya's M-Pesa shows how mobile-based financial services can transform lives, reduce poverty, and empower millions, and Nigeria cannot afford to be left behind. Beyond inclusion, transparency and accountability in Nigeria's financial system will be greatly enhanced through digital currency. For too long, our nation has struggled with pervasive corruption, facilitated by cash transactions that are difficult to trace. A digital currency would leave an immutable record of every transaction made and give no room for leakages in public funds. In addition, remittance, which serves as a vital source of foreign exchange in Nigeria, will become faster and cheaper with digital currency. Every year, Nigerians in diaspora send them about $20 billion, but traditional remittance services charges exorbitant fees, sometimes up to 7%. A digital currency will allow instant peer-to-peer transactions directly to digital wallets by passing intermediaries. This means more money reaches into the Nigerian household, boosting consumption, investment, and economic stability. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, the case of a digital currency is not only urgent but compelling. It promises to expand financial inclusion, reduce corruption, and lower remittance fees. For these few reasons, I confidently and passionately affirm that Nigeria will implement a nationwide digital currency. Thank you.
Honorable panel, worthy opponents and attentive audience, today we rise to vehemently oppose the motion that asserts should Nigeria implement a nationwide digital currency. As Nigeria contemplates the adoption of digital currency, it is imperative to approach this decision with caution and sentinel. While the allure of technological advancements is undeniably enticing, one must not make premature ambition mistake for progress. Nigeria grapples with foundational problems. Internet connectivity is erratic, unstable electricity, and widespread digital illiteracy. To introduce a digital currency amidst such infrastructural fragility is not innovation, it is imprudence. We contend that the nation must first fortify its social and economic frameworks before venturing into a system as complex and consequential as digital currency. My opponent said, and I quote, transparency and accountability. What's the point of transparency and accountability if the institution meant to enforce accountability and weak? In Nigeria, corruption isn't just about money, it is systemic. Even digital system in Nigeria, corruption isn't just about money, it is systemic. Even financially recorded crimes can be buried under bureaucracy, manipulated by those in power, or ignored altogether. Financial inclusion. The idea that the introduction of digital currency will help the unbanked sound nice in theory, but let's be realistic. Many Nigerians are digitally illiterate, and many don't even own smartphones, let alone understand online risk, online fraud risk, cyber attacks, or wallets. Thank you.
And hacking. But I strongly disagree with that because with robust security measures such as encryption and double-factor authentication, all these risks can be mitigated. Digital currency also utilizes blockchain technology, which ensures the traceability of every transaction, making it easy to fish out the hackers and cyber attackers. Starting an existing protocol, I, Abiodun Faye, the proud student of Total Academy, resolutely stands in front of you today to propose the motion that says Nigeria implement a nationwide digital currency. My answer is a resounding yes. First of all, digital currency boosts efficiency and transparency. Unlike physical cash, digital currency cannot be easily stolen, counterfeited, or hidden. Even if it's stolen, it can be easily traced back to the thief or robber. Digital currency also reduces corruption, movement of illicit funds, money laundering, and other illegal financial activities, which have crippled our economy for years. The cost of managing physical cash is also very high. The CBN reported a currency management cost of 315.18 billion naira, up over 300% from the previous year's cost of 77.67 billion naira. Mr. Chairman, sir, I put this question to you. Do you think Nigeria can afford to be spending this much on physical cash? If digital currency is implemented, all these funds could be going to other areas like road management and power supply. Digital currency like the e-Naira is also regulated by the central bank, which gives them control over inflation, stabilizes the economy, and ensures that our youth don't depend on volatile cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Finally, countries like the Bahamas and USA have also implemented digital currency. And if Nigeria does not join this train, we risk being left behind in the global economy. And as Africa's largest economy, implementing digital currency is not a choice, it is a necessity. If Nigeria should implement digital currency, it will be a strategic move, prompting financial inclusion, transparency, effective transactions, and economic development. With a well-placed regulatory framework, Nigeria can harness the potential of digital currency and use it to drive innovation and economic development. I thereby urge this Honorable House to see reason with me while we implement digital currency. Thank you.
Nigeria economy is on fire with double digits, and yet some people are still saying that digital currency will somehow solve this problem. To buttress those splendid points made by my two speakers, Nigeria already faces challenges with low internet penetration, poor electricity supply, and lack of smartphones. Introducing a digital currency might just bring exclusion to the rural areas, to the rural population who lack the infrastructure to use it, in which it is building this financial gap instead of bridging it. Also, distrust. Many Nigerians already distrust banks. Introducing a digital currency will just build the distrust. It will just build the distrust in the country. Also, my opponent said, and I quote, that it promised financial inclusion. But look around you. We already lack smartphones. There's poor electricity supply in the country. There's no electricity that is going around the country anymore. Also, we also have cash fees. Nigeria is heavily cash-based. Everybody are using cash. Wouldn't the introduction of digital currency thus disrupt transactions, especially for market women that use cash in the trade places?
Additionally, the introduction of digital currency may raise valid questions about financial poverty. The ability of government to monitor financial transactions may be viewed as intrusive, particularly in a society whereby trust is crippled. The ability of government to monitor transactions may be viewed as intrusive, particularly in a society whereby trust is crippled. Thank you.
My opponent here argued that digital currency can expose Nigerians to cyber crimes and technical risks, but with proper regulations, financial literacy, and cybersecurity frameworks, these challenges will be addressed. After all, when mobile banking was first introduced, people were skeptical. Now, it's an indispensable part of daily life. The same will happen for digital currency if implemented wisely. In addition, digital currency brings more economic activities into the formal system, boosting into the formal system. This way, Nigeria will be able to invest more in infrastructure, healthcare, and education sector. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, the adoption of digital currency will make Nigeria finally rise from the murky pit of corruption, tax evasion, and other illegal financial activities. Nigeria will not only align with global trends, but also build a more stronger, inclusive, and resilient economy for the future generations. With these reasons, I proudly, confidently, and passionately affirm that Nigeria should indeed implement a nationwide digital currency. Thank you.
Over the years, the only constant in the world's economy has been change. First of all, it was trade by barter. Then it evolved to gold and silver currencies. And now fiat money, which is currently in use. And the future, which is digital currency. This shows that change to digital currency is inevitable and unavoidable. I thereby urge these distinguished ladies and gentlemen to see reason with me while we implement digital currency in Nigeria. Thank you.
My opponent said, and I quote, that this digital currency, it prevents every cyber crimes. But don't you think that introducing a digital currency to become the prime target for hackers and fraudsters, and don't you think they will achieve their aim? Instead of using these technical resources on digital currency, why don't we just invest it on traditional banks, bringing up the electricity supplies? Ladies and gentlemen, panel of judges, what Nigeria needs now isn't digital currency. What we need now is the people's trust, building and improving the banks.
With all we have said, digital currency might sound like a ticket to the future, but the Nigerian reality tells us a different story. The foundation is not ready. Before we introduce a digital currency, we must first strengthen our institutions and educate our citizens. Before then, Nigeria is not ready for digital currency. Introducing a digital currency is not just immature, it is dangerous. Thank you.
All right, they've argued for and against, and Like I said, I don't have a say on this matter. Both schools have done fantastically well, but the judge, one school would have to move to the next round, and the judges are ready to give us who is moving to the next round and who, unfortunately, will be crashing out at this stage. So over to the judges to tell us the verdict.
Well, thank you, the moderator and the students. Well, the question saying to Nigeria implement a nationwide digital currency. Well, number one, let us look at it. What do you mean by digital currency? None of you have been able to define it, so you are just going straight into it. Now we need to look at the digital currency, look at the advantages, look at the disadvantages. Fine, one of the advantages is it makes things more easier. That you can just go on free cash with us, go with your internet, your phone that is with you can do online transfer. But the disadvantage of this centers on infrastructure. Where we don't have internet, what do you think will happen? In the rural area, what do you think will happen? For example, in this part of the studio of ODTV, there are some areas where you can't see network. And if I have to transfer or I have to do some currency transfer or what have you, I may not be able to do it. But most of you have been able to talk more on it, and I want to believe you have performed excellently. Please let us have it for the
Okay, thank you for that wonderful section by both schools. So we have the rundown of your marks as goes. Thus, for the technical content, Ota Total Academy has a total marks of 32.6. While St. Peter's College, Olomori has a total marks of 28. For your rebuters, Ota Total Academy has a total marks of 10.6. While St. Peter's College has a total marks of 14. For your use of English, Ota Total Academy has a total marks of 28.5. While St. Peter's College, Olumere, has a total marks of 31.5. So the total marks allotted to Ota Total Academy is 71.7%. While St. Peter's College Olumere has a total mark of 73.5%. Thank you.
Yes, in view of that rundown of this course, I want to say the two schools have performed excellently, and I will announce that St. Peter College Olumere, having scored 73.5%, has won this episode.
Judges, and that verdict is final. But on this note, nobody is a loser on this, on Nigerian and You. Everyone is a winner. So I'd like the two schools to please move ahead, cross to themselves, and congratulate themselves, because on this show, everyone is the winner. The two schools have done well. Please go ahead. The two schools have done well. 73, 71% is a very close context. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for competing. Next round, next phase, next week is another time. We bring you another set of schools to come and compete and debate on a certain topic that will be of information and education to all of us. Thanks to our sponsor, Prince Engineer MC Shillon, FNSC, for sponsoring this program and making this possible for us to come to your viewing pleasure. Until next week, my name is Tunde Lanero. Bye-bye.